Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. All right, just letting a few more people in here. How's everyone's Wednesday treating them?
It's fantastic.
All good so far.
Awesome. Cool. Well, we got a few questions submitted here ahead of time, so I'm just gonna go through those real quick, and then we'll jump in. For anyone else that's on the call, we'll jump in and get those questions answered for you. All right. Cool. Stacy, I see yours here.
Yeah.
You're on the call, so um awesome. You just had a question on which
Yeah,
package you
I'm
want?
sure it's like super simple and my brain is just not catching it. I've set up the webhook and all of that good stuff for the product, but mine is like and I know how to add products within GHL. It's just to tie in like because I've got like a cool like little funnel page in GHL created for the selling of, but I just don't know how to add the product. I, I don't understand the concept behind adding the product into my GHL to make sure that it's actually like releasing the license for the is that all accomplished through the actual can I just show you?
Well, yeah, to answer your question, you can either do it through and manage that subscription in white label suite, or if you want to manage your subscriptions in high level, then yeah, you'd have to create a product, but it just depends on where you want to manage those.
But then if I manage the product on high level, how do I insert that product? I mean, what do I have to insert in the actual product? Like, so when I go to payments and products, what do I enter in there? Just, I mean, how does that tie in?
Yeah, so it's not going to tie into anything there. You're just creating a product in your high level account.
Shell. So it's just like basically it's a blank shell and it's that and again, this is conceptual, so I have to understand it conceptually. So if I just create the blank shell of a product, and then it's that actual trigger that we've created in terms of the webhook that is causing that to understand that the product's being held by you and the license is being held by you, correct? Kind of a easy way to put it.
Yeah, so let me show you um, what I'm talking about here.
Sorry, I've any of the products that I typically have had, they're already in there. So,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
So if I create a product in high level, right,
Mhm.
and I need a workflow to tell white label suite, hey, this person's, you know, purchased a plan from me. I need to create a license for them, right? That's obviously done through the webhook, and you would just send it over and say, hey, this is a new
Yeah, I've already got all
WS
that.
account, all that. So
Mhm.
your trigger is going to be an order form submission or an
Yeah, and
invoice or however you want to do that.
I already have all of that outlined. Like that's all done. It literally was just I didn't understand whether or not when I entered in the product if I had to enter in anything from like anything other than just the price.
No, that's it.
That's it. Because even from the standpoint of the Stripe account, the payment processing portion of it is happening in on the white label suite side. Am I not correct? Even though they're both going into the Stripe account, the payment, because I did my Stripe setup through you guys too.
Everything is through Stripe. So even if you're even if you're creating that product in high level or white label suite, it's through Stripe. So one thing too, just to pull up here, so this makes sense. If I've got a package that I created and I want to manage these subscriptions in high level, then when I'm creating a package, I don't want to select create in Stripe because then you'll have two of the same packages in Stripe.
Okay,
Yeah, and
okay.
this way, because
See, that's
what
where I
we
was getting hung up. I was like, where is it kicking, firing to Stripe? Is it firing to Stripe through you guys or through high level? Because I was following just strictly what you guys had told me to do. So that's where I was confused.
it's either or. It just depends on your preference.
Okay, okay. And then, but because I'm setting up the product also in high level, then I would want to do the Stripe then through high level. Correct? Otherwise, my buttons are directly hitting to your gut, the white label suite sort of sales page, not my funnel page.
Correct.
Okay. And then, so do you, because my whole thing was, is I liked all the automation. So if somebody signed up for a trial, then maybe like 5 days or whatever, like there's emails that are automatically being sent on my behalf, like through high level, like the campaign features and all that. Okay. All right.
Yeah. And with high levels products as well, if you want to manage a subscription through there, like you could do a 7-day trial, but it'll get their card on file, right? And then it'll charge them automatically on that 8th day or however you know want that. Um, and that can also help from that standpoint too, where that can be, you know, an automated process instead of doing it manually or creating a new, you know, plan for them in white label suites. So
Okay, so just like, just basically just take out the Stripe portion, recreate the Stripe portion in high level and do it act as if it's no other, like another product within high level, and I'll be fine. Correct? Because I already have the webhooks already integrated and I already have the pages like identified in terms of where they're coming from.
yeah, so you would treat it just like another product at that point.
Okay, okay, cool. All right, thank you. I think I
Yeah,
get it. I got it.
cool. No problem. All right, awesome. Had a couple more come through in the chat here. Um, yeah, David. So, first few steps on cold email, semi-warm campaign. Um, got an account through High Level. Yeah, High Level has a lot of amazing resources on that. But basically, your first few steps, you're going to want to create a dedicated domain in your sub account, right? You don't want to use your primary domain in case you know, it gets blacklisted or something happens and people mark it as spam. Then your main, you know, domain you use for your website or anything like that is obviously, you know, you can't use it for email anymore if that happens. Um, so I would get you know, something that's close to your current domain, and you could make it mail currentdomain.com or your current domain, you know, .net. Um, use that as a dedicated domain for cold sending, and within high level as well, you can also uh, you know, say, hey, this is the email that I want to use for my campaigns or my cold outreach, and this is the email I use for people who are customers of mine. And high level lets you you know, kind of choose between those options as well. I think there's several options for that, so you can create um, different emails for different things within the system. But that would be the first thing. Make sure you got a dedicated domain just for cold outreach. Even semi-warm, I would still use a different domain just for outreach alone. And let's see here. So yeah, warming up, running. Yeah, and getting a campaign up and running, that will all depend on obviously your message, your niche, who you're talking to, what you're offering them. But the first thing that I would do, right away is get that dedicated domain for your outreach.
Okay, is there any videos? I know the Walt did a quick start video that basically has a oh, what am I trying to think of? It has a template of an email campaign already that you can copy and use and basically drop in to the sub account.
Yeah, that might have been the 20 free leads snapshot.
Snapshot. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So that's where that's going to be, and that campaign will be all about giving people 20 free leads. So getting them to either sign up or book a call or anything like that, and that would take them through that process as far as cold outreach goes, mainly focused on the 20 free leads.
Where would I find that video or that training?
Yeah, it's going to be in our help center. I'll drop a link here in the chat. But support.whitelabelsuite.com has got everything there, and it's going to be under getting started. Let me find the 20 free leads. And there's the article on that.
Okay.
And then we've also got the snapshot documentation there too. The video for setup and how everything works and what's included and all that good stuff.
Okay. That was perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Another one here about yeah, just clarifying what white label suite is. So yeah, white label suite is a lead generation tool. Um, what Johan was talking about last week, if you guys weren't on our training, was just going over different things that you could pair with it that would make sense to, charge a business $10,000 for, or a monthly retainer for, or something like that, where you've got different AI systems either qualifying leads for them, booking appointments, making phone calls, um, upsells, cross sells, those kinds of things, maybe reactivating a list for you as well. So what they were talking about there would be CloseBot. And we've actually got on our weekly training tomorrow, we've got the founder of CloseBot on, and his name is Bryce. He'll be on to basically walk us through how conversational AI works, how we can use that in our businesses, how you can use it for a client, and just help you guys walk through what an automated sales process would look like using CloseBot or any other kind of conversational AI. The voice one that he was talking about is through SynthFlow, and SynthFlow does inbound and outbound AI voice calling. So, if you had a client who you got them on the lead gen, right, and you're helping get those leads for them, and the AI voice could contact them and let them know about your product or service or your clients, if that's what you're setting up for them. So yeah, that's what Johan was referring to last week during our training. And yeah, Greg, if you just go to whitelabelsuite.com/training, you can get signed up for that. What else was on there? Stacy, yeah, ClickFunnels and HubSpot. Still just working through that process with those guys. For some of them, it takes a bit to get through their app marketplace process. Then they test connections, they look at different things, they've got a process, right? So don't have an update on that yet. Something we're still working on. Is there white label onboarding? video. Stacy, is that for like onboarding your clients?
Yeah, I would just like to be able to maybe like have a video that I can include maybe in even the drip campaign after they purchase so that they understand how to use the product or what they need to do or any of that kind of stuff. Is there like an
Yeah.
onboarding video?
Um, Not yet, but we do have that coming out because we're also doing the onboarding for you guys as well. So not just like the white label suite side, but also white label videos for you guys to pass on to your clients. We're doing this as a snapshot, so you'll actually get an onboarding funnel, and that funnel will take them through from setting up their account to running a search to some advanced tactics to here's how the entire system works and what you have access to. Um, so we'll have that together here for you guys really soon. But the only other white label video we've got right now is this is also going to be in the help center under getting started, and there is a
I think I have one that's about what, 13 minutes? 13 minutes and 15 seconds. And it's like sort of a Walt talking through sort of the basics of like, is that the one that you're thinking of?
yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Okay. Yeah, I've got that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the one that we're coming out with is actually um, it's actually a little more in depth, but it's not just one video. So it's actually a menu with separate sections. So it'll take them
Mhm.
through from start to finish, but they can go back and say, I want to rewatch the section on, connecting my CRM. I don't remember
Right.
what that looks like. And they can go back and look at that. So I think there's about 19 or 20 videos in that onboarding funnel. Take them
Oh,
through the
that's
entire
awesome.
process.
Yeah. I mean, because like then you could even like set those videos into like sort of a membership area for people to like review and like, get training on if you're using high level, obviously.
Yeah, yeah. The way we've got it set up right now for what we're building for that snapshot is in a funnel.
Uh-huh.
We did it in a funnel so that you guys could also have access to a workflow that would know when that person has been on a certain part of that funnel for like 2 or 3 days, and an email can be sent to them saying, "Hey, um, I noticed you've been on XYZ module. Are you stuck? Is there anything I can help you with?" And help you guys from a not just an onboarding, but a customer service standpoint, like help automate even that process too of reaching out to them to see how they're doing.
Yeah. And then from a video standpoint, I know there was the Falcon ones, I guess, that he had out for the templates that he gave to us, like, but it didn't come across as a funnel. It came across as like a website. And there were some shorter videos, but Walt has like he has the subtitles over the top of everything. So I can't even like screw with it.
Yeah, that was just a
I'm
landing
like,
page to help you sell the SaaS
because some of
basically.
it were shorter because I was like, ooh, that one that's like 7 minutes is nicer, you know? Because 13 minutes, sometimes people like zone out,
Right.
you know? So yeah, all right, well, whatever. Do you know when that other funnel's gonna be around?
We should have that out next week. And Mike, to
Really?
answer your question, we won't be charging for that snapshot. You guys will just have access to that.
Only your firstborn.
Yeah.
Right.
Awesome. Any other questions I can answer for you guys? I'm just going back through the chat here. And as well as the one, I forget
Got
the
a
ones that were
question for you.
submitted.
Do you really take people through like demoing the product? Like do you like schedule? Because like I saw like in the website that had come across, there were pages for scheduling calls and all this kind of stuff. And it just do you walk people through how to use the product live? Or do you like invite them as a group, or do you just like let the demo speak for itself in terms of just selling it? Because to me, I mean, the way I see it, you've got to remember, I used to be years ago a recruiter, so I used to buy seats on Monster and Hot Jobs and things like that. So when I see something at $97 a month, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. You
Yeah.
know, like, because just so you know, Monster and Hot Jobs is very expensive. Like, getting access to that kind of information is very expensive. So I don't know. I was just wondering if you guys really do that. Because I part of me doesn't even want to bother with like putting a calendar link. It's like, it's just, I don't, you know, freaking buy it or don't.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on what you're
I
offering.
guess.
So we do demos because yeah, they might see that price, but um, part of our sales prices or sales process is also getting through understanding, all right, what's the problem that you have? How big is your company? What are you looking to do? What solution are you looking for? And our sales calls are, normally we're not leaving there with a $97 a month deal because we're
Right.
going through that process. So we also do webinars. So like, yeah, there's group, things too, where we've got partners we do webinars with, and we'll have 100 people on there and um, get through. We've got an actual presentation, so it's not just like a 15-minute demo and thanks for coming. It's more teaching them about what depending on the partner that it is. So,
Mhm.
pairing it with what their company is. Like we did one last week with somebody who recruits insurance agents. So he's got pretty big book of business of agents underneath him, and we made it relevant to their industry, and went through our presentation and went through our demo based on what those guys do, what they're looking for. So yeah, we do both.
Okay.
But yeah, again, it would just depend on, for you,
Just
Stacy, like,
depends. Yeah. Cause like I
yeah,
know that the one gentleman, he was like doing even like almost lead warm up service, which he was charging the place like 10 grand a month for, am I correct? Or something that somebody was doing. It was more than just the leads, but actually the lead warm up, which when you guys roll out the AI portion to automate some of that kind of stuff, I could definitely see that it's, yeah, worth it. Okay. All
um,
right. I know
yeah,
Mike
lead
has
who?
questions.
Sorry, the lead warm up. Who was that?
Well, from the AI automation, oh, who was it? It was your, who's one of the guys that was on the call? Logan, John Logan. Is that correct? Does that sound
Oh,
correct?
John Logar. Yeah.
Logar, yeah. Because I think he was doing almost lead warm up and then really getting them, for the most part, it sounded like live call transfer hot leads that were pre-qualified using the white label products.
I don't know if it's live call transfer, but part of their service is, hey, we're going to bring you, at least X amount of qualified leads per month, or they have a goal for how many appointments they're going to book for that company, and
Mhm.
that's why he's able to, charge a $5,000 setup fee and $5,000 a month. Some of them are doing 10,000. Just depends on the industry, how much each lead is worth to them, how much appointment is worth to them,
Mhm.
so yeah, that's what he's doing. So he's not selling this as like a SaaS of like, hey, buy a license and log in and do it yourself. It's a full end-to-end,
Service,
service. Yeah.
right? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Cool. Mike, I see you got your hand raised.
Hi, Kyle. I have a, I've been with you guys for awful long time, like a year and a 6, at the beginning, I used I needed some leads myself. So I was like on a monthly plan and stuff. And then I dabbled into your 20 lead snapshots and all those things. And that it really, I mean, I didn't really put any effort into it, but really didn't work for me. And last July when you guys went on, not this July, but previous July, Walt went on this annualized plan. So I converted mine to an annualized plan, and that was like last July of 23. Then, then the other part of my life took over. So I got a message again from you guys. Will you be renewing your annualized plan? So I have renewed again this July. And then I came on and onto the site, and the whole world has changed. So I'm sorry for the other people on this call. I'm sure it's all redundant for them, but it's like the whole thing's is different. And I watched the YouTube training video. I think it was last week when Stacy was doing the role play with the AI bot.
Yeah, I was really
And
mean to it. He asked me to be mean. I think
no,
I
I
was
mean,
kind of mean, right?
no. You did everything that I would have wanted to see, right? You took the bot to the task and you did everything. But my big question is if I want to catch up, how far do I go back and what in your classes, what videos should I start from? And last week's problem, I mean, not problem, yeah, it would be a problem for me. Last week's program where Stacy was doing that, is that a something that I can implement? Is there some training programs that I can see to set that up for myself, or that's just like rambling question? But that's how do I catch up?
Yeah. Um, so yeah, what we were looking at last week is really part of a kind of mini training series we're going through
Yeah,
this
Stacy
month.
was fabulous. It's just
Yeah. Of just different.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that.
Oh, you were just great.
Yeah, we're going through different like ways that you guys can automate the sales process, right? For the month of September, that's kind of we usually try to stick to some kind of training theme for the month so it doesn't seem
Hmm.
like we're just, you know, rambling off about random things every week. And so
Right.
part of that was like, hey, okay, this week we're looking at what other tools you could use, with White Label Suite. So if you've got somebody that um, even for your own business or a client where you're saying, hey, providing uh, at least X amount of leads for you, a month, but I'm also going to take them through this process where I'm going to qualify them using conversational AI. I'm going to book appointments for you using my conversational AI chatbot. So yeah, we're just looking at other ways that you guys can use White Label Suite and other tools that are available to, basically just supercharge the process, help you charge more, or help you with seeing different solutions that are out there. If you're getting asked like, yeah, I love the lead gen, but I don't want to make the phone calls. Okay, cool. I've also know about this SynthFlow AI voice bot that can make those calls for you. I'll provide the leads, have it make the calls. Does that sound like something you want to do? Right. So it's just giving you other options to provide those solutions, for people. Now that's not built into White Label Suite. So it's not like a, native function or new feature or anything like that. It's just different options for you to consider when selling it.
Yeah, but my big question is the intriguing part of way the bot interacted with or Stacy interacted with the bot. That's I think for me that was very very intriguing because you want to weed out the people that are just there for conversation.
Right.
And the way the bot was able to come back and forth with Stacy, and if they stayed that long, and if the appointment was booked, unlike the previous versions where, if you're interested, get on here and sign up on my calendar type of a thing. I think the bot itself would weed out all those people that are, just killing time or just making appointments but won't show up, and all that. So that was the most intriguing part for me. And when she had Stacy had mentioned there was a lady, 7-year-old lady that was running some business, the tax business, I believe, that one of the receptionists
Yeah, yeah,
that
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 was
would,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would do all that. I mean, is that something part of? I mean, when Johan gets on and he does all those things, you're thinking, oh my God, yeah, that's great. But now where is it? How can we do this? So where is it, and how can we do this? Is my big question. How do you implement the bots, and is there a format for that, or are we just back to the 20 free leads, and then we have to figure out the rest of the bot thing on our own, or that was basically my question.
Yeah. So as far as the voice, bot, we don't have training lined up with that founder. We do know him from Synthflow, but we've got Closebot, which is also part of what Johan was talking about last week for the
Hmm.
conversational AI, and Bryce will be on our training tomorrow. To walk through that and how that works. Um, but yeah, as far as the bots go, like we don't have training or anything on that yet, but we're inviting those guys as we can, just to help you guys be across that and know how those things work, and how you could position it or sell it or even use it for yourself. But yeah, that's starting with Bryce tomorrow from Closebot.
Okay, so and I think on the training video last week it says something about uh, you can sign up with the Bryce's bot company through you guys, or
Yeah, we've got an affiliate link. It's just whitelabelsuite.com/closebot. I'll drop that in here. Um, let's see here.
because what I'm afraid of is that was my question. I was looking through the training part and I don't see anything about doing bots and all that. But if we go off on a tangent, I'm gonna be out in the no man's land out there by myself. And so the leads way I did the leads. I don't know, way back when on Facebook, people were getting a little perturbed on leads and all that, and basically I needed the leads myself, so it was it was okay. But selling 20, giving away 20 leads, for me wasn't as easy as it sounded. But last week's part with the bots and way it interacted, I was thinking, well, there is something here. So I don't know. Is there more training videos we see, or are we still with you guys? Oh, and another question. This is how how long I've been off. Uh, so you can do white label without the GHL itself, or people can do it without GHL, or because like
Yeah, you
GHL
can do
seems
it
to be,
whatever CRM you want to, or you don't need one if you don't want to. Like if you're just
because
having people, sign up to use it.
because when the toll gate method was mentioned, previously you couldn't do that with GHL because you couldn't sell anything less than $97, or am I, or you couldn't do as pay as you go type through GHL, right? If you
Well,
have,
that method's not through GHL. That's just through
right,
White Label
right.
Suite. Yeah.
So you have to set up something that is with your site to do that, or
Um, I'm not sure if you're confusing high level with white label suite, but what we were talking about is you can now wholesale credits. It's like rebilling. So within white label suite, you can have let me pull that up here. And real quick, while I'm on this, your question about just getting caught up with certain
Hmm.
things. We've got
Right.
a playlist on our YouTube called Getting Started, and you can go through step one here and get started on everything that's new on the platform right there. Um, but yeah, within White Label Suite now under settings and wallet, and this is available for anybody who's subscribed under your plan as well.
Hmm.
They can add a card and they can either pay for a certain number of credits, once, or they can say, if my account goes under 25 credits, top me back up to 50 or 100. And they can purchase those, automatically.
You
So
know,
that's where,
what, since you're here, Kyle, one thing, if you could add this to your sort of weekly powwows that you have maybe with the team, what I thought would be really cool is there should be an incentive for people to buy the annual versus the monthly. In other words, if somebody buys like the annual, then I'll sell it to them at 20 cents per credit. But if they buy a month to month, they're 25 cents a credit. You see what I'm saying? So somebody that's like a little bit more savvy, it'd be great to be able to have that toll sort of working a little bit more like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, who brought that up? I don't remember the gentleman's name, but we have discussed that and basically looking at how that
Oh,
would
cool.
work with every account. And yeah, it obviously is like great idea and everything, but we've got to go through and see how that'll work for uh everybody's account and how to customize that and all the back end development
I
on
would
it.
just
So
like duplicate the field and then just say, go in, and if you wanted to modify it, then modify it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, no,
So
on the
for
front end
by
that would work
default,
as easy as that. But yeah,
if I'm
just have to
currently
make sure it
charging
all
20
jives on the
cents,
back
then
end.
just dump 20 cents in the secondary field. And if people want to modify it to be 15 cents or 18 cents, then modify it. If not, it's going to stay the same. So you aren't going to experience any difference. That'd be slick.
Yeah, yeah, it's something that we're looking into. Don't have any updates on that as of yet, but yeah,
Because especially I can see people using these credits up a lot quicker if they start utilizing some of these additional amplified AI services. So they're gonna even using it, they're gonna use up an annual package a lot sooner. So they're gonna be on, they should get a better rate per credit.
what AI services are you referring to?
For the integrations that you guys are soon launching, going back to Mike's point and the whole thing, there were a lot of, it seemed like workflow integrations that were coming through white label, and the AI bots and the warming up the leads and all this kind of stuff that was coming soon. And we're having that meeting, I guess, tomorrow. But it seems like there are certain sort of credits that were going to be absorbed if they utilize some of those functions. Therefore, they're going to be using more credits if they actually use some of those workflows. So you would, in the old system, having 500 credits may get you 200 leads or 250 leads fully, like whatever. And then now with the new AI automation, 500 credits may only get you 100 because you want them to be scheduled out and talking to the AI and all this kind of crap. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah. Well, just
But
to
we're going to be
clarify,
using
those,
up more credits.
yeah, just to clarify, those systems won't be connected to White Label Suite, so they wouldn't be able to use credits for that. Those are, yeah, completely separate, companies. So
Okay. I
yeah,
wasn't sure. Okay.
yep. But yeah, we're looking into, obviously, how can we do different credits per package, to your point, and just, yeah, figuring out what that looks like for us and the system and everybody. So yeah. All right. Make sure I didn't miss anything in the chat here. Oh, David, yeah, if you click on that link, you're already signing up under that affiliate link. So nothing for you to do there. If you're talking about Closebot, I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to, but
Yes, that was what I was referring to. Okay, great.
yeah,
Thanks.
no problem. All right, cool. I missed anybody in the chat?
Kyle, so basically, the thing that Stacy participated in, you guys don't have anything built with CloseBot yet. We have to figure out how to build that system.
We do, because we're starting to use that. But as far as like how it works with white label suite, or how you would, yeah, we don't have any training, or because it's
Right.
separate company. We don't have any
Yeah.
training or anything like that
Yeah,
for it.
because I mean, just looking at the the training video itself, it's like, oh, there's something that's implementing the AI bots into your system, but that's not the case. To implement what I saw last week in the training video, that I have to get CloseBot and build that out myself.
Yeah, correct. And they work really well with high levels. So I think they give you a snapshot as well. So yeah, basically what that would look like is, from white label suite, you're importing your leads into your sub account and putting it through that workflow, and then CloseBot is either um, taking them through like a qualification process, or taking them through a booking process, or whatever that workflow
Right.
looks like. Yeah.
And because we sign up through your affiliate link, Walt's going to provide the script. Is that my understanding? Is that right? Or
Yeah, there's a script that we've been using.
Mhm.
So yeah, he's going to provide that for people that sign up.
Okay. Okay, yeah, because yeah, that was one of the question marks that I went through the learning classes and all that and didn't see anything there. So we're getting the leads, but we're trying to sell the lead system basically through the bot system that we're building with CloseBot.
Yeah. So are you asking if basically if CloseBot would help take them through that workflow for you and qualify them?
Well, basically, what I'm asking is like next month, I'm gonna, I'm not Walt or anybody else, right? So I'm gonna like pull my hair out trying to build this system, and like month later, you guys will say, well, voila, we have this thing implemented now. Would there be a chance of that happening?
It was my
Um,
impression Walt was talking like, if you get CloseBot, he's gonna give you basically like he does like the white labels funnels. He's gonna give you, because he's gonna use CloseBot, he's gonna give you all of his CloseBot work, and you can just plug it into your CloseBot if you choose CloseBot.
Right,
Okay,
right,
that's what he's gonna do. But he's not gonna like have it be like a part of white label. Kind of like,
right,
you know how like every month it seems like there was something, that some third party something or other with high
right,
level, and then they incorporated into high level, and now you no longer need that third party, right?
right.
Um, that's not what Walt's doing. Walt's strictly going, we're white label, but I'm gonna build all this using CloseBot. Because technically you could, if you wanted to, I believe, use the conversational AI portions out of high level as well. It's just that Walt said, I like the interaction better with CloseBot than I do with high levels selection. That's why
I
he's
mean,
going.
yeah, I mean, based on what last week's training video, so the difference, I mean, it's no brainer, right? It's like
Right.
high level spots were just like one sentence and wait, where the close bots were interacting, just like with you, with the, I guess the bot was adjusting as Stacy was giving it different questions or, different statements. But so will Walt be giving us a little bit more than just the script of messages, or
I'm sure we'll find out more tomorrow. I'm not sure how that
okay,
works with a CloseBot. I don't know if they have
okay,
snapshots or how that system works for them.
right,
But yeah, to Stacy's point, with high level, like we don't have 900 developers on staff, whereas they can just like go in, figure out a third party, copy all their code, make it work for high level, and then say, bam, and now it's in your guys' workflow, and
Right.
we'll
right,
charge a rebilling fee for it. Um, yeah, so that's not our process. Our process is to integrate with other apps, just like Stacey, you're asking about the different CRMs. We're also not trying to be a CRM, right? So
Mhm.
being able to integrate with different CRMs, webhooks for other tools or anything like high level, and we're not trying to develop those third party apps in house. Just sticking to
Right.
our lane, which is lead generation, and we'll keep making this product good and keep it coming out with updates to enhance the data or enhance the usability or stuff like that. But yeah,
okay.
we have no desire to make any more apps than what we do right now.
Well,
Right.
for a moment I thought you guys were in the bot business.
No, no.
No, and I believe that the voice part of it was coming off of SynthFlow.
Synthflow,
Okay.
yep.
Yeah, and that's what I had the SynthFlow too. And now to Kyle's point, which came back from my point, which is like high level will just like gobble it up. And now they're coming out, which should launch here in like just a couple of weeks, high levels direct voice AI. Okay, so that you don't need SynthFlow. Okay. So it'll
Oh
just
boy.
come directly off of high level. They're debating also whether or not that's going to be a monthly unlimited or like a per minute. And then Johan was talking about, David just sent me a text. Johan was talking about him selling the complete automation that they've been testing before they're like giving it to us, using both the SynthFlow and the CloseBot methods. And he was selling that for $10,000 to a client, not to us. We aren't going to buy his solutions. No, he's saying he's selling that as a $10,000 product to businesses that say, hey, we will pull your leads, we will follow up with your leads, we will talk to your leads and book you calls. That's and he's selling that to clients for $10,000 a month. So that's the product offer. Yeah. Not sure if that was for public consumption. I know also there may be some different regulation issues with some of the things for SynthFlow to be able to cold call. You can't necessarily in the US cold call using bots. You can follow up and you can have them answering your phone and you can have them booking. But it's my impression, and I don't know if the law's changed yet, you do have to identify or have them at least identify themselves as a bot.
Yeah,
That makes
and
sense. That makes
99% of
sense.
them answer the call that way. And Joy, for your question too, so what stage, the sales process is the bot calling people? It's calling them when they you can do it when they opt in and they know that it's requesting a call. So
Right.
you have to say, hey, I'm requesting more information and I'm submitting this form because I'm requesting the call. So it doesn't do cold calling, but once those people raise their hand and say, hey, I'm requesting more
Then it's
information,
speaking.
would like a call, then it'll reach out to them, and that's part of a workflow you can build out. You can do through high level or ClickFunnels, or basically just says when form is filled, fire webhook to SynthFlow. SynthFlow gets the caller's information, dials them, and says, "Hey, I noticed you're just on my website," and requested more information.
Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah. I mean, that's just one example off the top of my head, but yeah, you could also do it as part of even like a Q&A, or like a quick, demo. If they book a time to say, I just want to have somebody walk me through, what this is, they can request a, call at a later time too. So it doesn't have to be just like as soon as they submit a form on the website, you know. So yeah, I could also trigger at a different time, or maybe booking a call to call them on a specific date or time. So yeah, there's a bunch of different things that you can do with it. It's getting pretty scary, but
Yeah.
as soon as they figure
Right.
out like the regulations for outbound, I can guarantee that, because with SynthFlow, like you can handle thousands of calls per day per bot. So as soon as they figure out the outbound,
I'm trying to remember their ad. Didn't they say something like ridiculous, like 1,200 calls in like 60 seconds or something
Wow.
stupid?
I want to,
Yeah.
I want to say it was close to
Yeah.
1,000
Yeah.
a minute.
And when
But-
I talked to SynthFlow too, they said that they could actually do like 6,000, but they didn't recommend it because it would be as blocked as spam. And I was like, really? Like 6,000 a second? Can you imagine? I mean, well,
Well,
obviously,
yeah,
like
that's
just
crazy.
absurd. That's just absurd. All of a sudden you like have nothing on your calendar and now then you're booked until the end of the year.
Yeah, as soon as they figure that out, they'll just have AI call centers from that point.
Right.
I guess we'll have our bots answer their bots, and
Yeah. It'll just be bots talking back and
right.
forth and calling us when there's something they need.
That's been interesting. I don't know if you've seen some of them on YouTube, the bot debates, where they'll actually program two different bots and then they have another bot like as actually the judge, and then
Oh.
they'll program them according to different sort of stances, and then like they really like, yeah, and then they have them debate and give them points and see who actually wins the debate. And I think that that's hilarious,
Yeah.
right?
Oh boy.
I'm like, God, I wish I had that much time.
Yeah.
You know? Come on, can I get some time here? Please. Anyway.
Well, Kyle, thank you very much.
Thank you, Kyle.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you guys. Cool. Just making sure there's no other questions here. But yeah, guys, check out the definitely check out the training tomorrow. If you haven't registered yet this month, whitelabelsuite.com/training. We'll get you in, and then that way you don't have to register the rest of the month either. You're already in there, and you'll get the reminders. So yeah, we've got Bryce from CloseBot. I'm sure he can share some, even crazier things with us, since he's on the front line of what conversational AI is doing. So
Right.
should be a good training.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, have a good one. Bye.